Good people of YouTube, my name is Spanner, welcome back to another episode of Broken Sword 3, The Sleeping Dragon. We're having a chat with this technician. We need to validate our keycards.
What exactly is it that you are doing?
I'm sorry, ma'am. I have strict instructions to report only to Senor Susarro until we have finished our preparations for the armillery.
Yes, of course. This card required validating. Could you do that for me?
Of course, ma'am. There you are. Now please excuse me, Madame Petra. I must get on with my work. Senor Susarro will be very upset if I don't finish this.
You could have given me the damn cards. Instead of throwing it aside on the table. Very rude. No other doors here? No.
After what I'd been through to get the card, I was desperate to see what lurked down below.
Oh, I haven't saved in a while. Okay, Bruno is not in this cell.
It was an old prison cell. Damn! This must have been where Bruno was being held. I hoped I wasn't too late. The cell was locked and empty.
Why do you assume he was on this cell? There could be more.
Oh no!
It's
Someone was
George.
coming.
Yeah, it's probably George since... Yeah, well, it's actually George since we are now George.
It was the laundry that I had landed in. The aromatic effect of over 400 cheesy feet was mind-blowing.
But for the characters to switch right on that instant, it's probably George.
I knew that stealing putrid socks wouldn't solve anything. It was the window I'd climbed in through. The window was really high up. There was no way of getting back out through there.
Oh, I can push this one. Or pull in this case. Great, block puzzles with washing machines.
Somebody in this castle had a serious washing powder fixation. My old Navy SEALs manual had a special section, assessing enemy strength utilizing captured washing powder drums. Shame I couldn't remember the equation. I didn't need to take any of the washing powder. It was an old trolley. It looked as if it hadn't been used for years.
Oh, I think I see where this is going. Let me guess, the door is locked?
The door was locked.
Uh-huh.
This was beginning to feel more and more like a prison. There had to be some way of opening the door.
Maybe some sort of battering ram. Oh, I don't know, some kind of weird contraption maybe. Oh, an old broken down washing machine on top of a trolley. Crazy idea, but maybe.
The washing machine slid sweetly onto the trolley.
Oh, I have to go around? Here we go.
Well, here goes. Yes!
Anything here? More crates. Crates everywhere. That goes somewhere. Another crate. Okay, nothing here. So I guess this is the way. Ah.
A modern door set into the damp basement walls. The door backed out into the basement corridors. It was no use. The door was shut tight. If only I had the key card to open it.
Well, guess who does?
Take that, you!
Oh! Why you?
George?
Who?
It's me, Nico.
Jeez, I thought you were Petra.
Often sneak up on girls like that, do you?
Only blondes.
So it's true. They do have more fun.
Hang on to the wig and find out.
Trailer trash chic. Not really my style.
Ouch. So how come you're down here?
Did you notice the extra security? I'm guessing that Bruno must be close.
So what are we waiting for?
What's over here?
Damn!
What are you doing?
Shh! Guards! They're guarding a door over there. That's got to be where Bruno is.
I could get past, but you would be shot if you tried. You need to find a way to fool them.
Hey, Nico.
Yes, George?
I have to admit, the blonde hair is a bit strange.
Oh, really? Nobody said anything.
That's because the outfit's so scary. They're all terrified of you. So, did you find Bruno?
No, I don't know where he could be. The guards in the entrance hall said that he had been moved to Cesaro's office. Down here somewhere.
I can't get past the guard dressed like this.
I could pretend that you are my prisoner.
Too risky.
Okay, maybe Petra over here can open this door.
Hey, Nico. Can you do something with this lock? I don't have anything to open it.
Where would you be without me, George?
Now, where are we? Some kind of dressing room.
The locker had some guards' uniforms hanging inside. Looks like green is the new black for bad guys. Well, this should help me move around more easily. Nico, could you turn your back, please?
You are joking.
I know, but it's these shorts. Not very flattering.
Oh, fine. Quickly, get it over and done with.
There, changed.
Oh, you look nice.
I bet you say that to all the guards.
Guard Stobbart reporting for duty. Oh, do I have a gun, or is it just... Oh, I do have a gun. not just the holster.
Right. Here goes.
Madame Petra, I wasn't informed you were back.
As you can see, I am. And this is urgent.
I ought to check with the front desk.
You are holding me up. Now, unless you want your appendages rearranging, I suggest you open the door.
Of course, ma'am. My apologies.
Okay, so far so good. Another locked door.
It was a large metal door with a numeric keypad to one side.
Ooh, a numeric keypad. Well, we can't just use our keycard for that. Oh, I hear a voice. Bruno's probably there. Got a bunch of crates here too. Another one of these, here it goes. This game and the crate puzzles. Maybe Bruno knows the combination? Okay, let's make some sort of a path for this crate. Now we need one at the end.
Nico, keep quiet and come and look at this.
It's Bruno.
I don't think there's anyone in there with him.
Can we risk it?
We've got to. Hey, Bruno
Bruno, it's Nico.
and George.
Hey, fellas, nice of you to drop by.
Are you okay?
Oh, sure. I'm thirsty, I'm hungry, I'm in constant pain. I've had more electricity through me than a small town in winter. But heck, now you're here, who gives a damn?
You're so brave.
Lady, I grew up in Eastern Europe. We did torture in kindergarten.
Have you told him anything?
Everything. But the one thing Susarro wants,
And what's that?
who has got the key of Solomon?
But we don't know who's got it.
Exactly.
Well, it doesn't matter now. We're coming into... Shh.
That was the gatehouse. Petra has arrived at last.
I am so pleased for you.
Thank you. I find torture such a soulless task without an audience.
Oh, I know.
And she is so imaginative. Such a source of new ideas.
I appreciate that.
Yes, Bruno, I truly believe you will. And look on the bright side. When you tell us who has the key, even then we will not kill you. We need you too much. My dear girl.
Has he talked yet?
No, but I'm sure you will persuade him.
I'm going to enjoy it.
Now, Stobbart and the girl. I hope you bring me good news.
I found them, but I'm afraid they got away. I'm sorry.
They have too much luck.
There is worse, master. Let him in.
All right, boss.
Not this idiot.
Forgive me, sir, but there is something you must hear. Flap, tell Senor Susarro what you told me in Paris.
What? About that nightclub and those girls?
No, no, no. About the safe.
Oh, yeah. Well, it wasn't, was it?
Wasn't what?
Wasn't safe?
Get on with it, Flap.
That Stobbart girl, she came back to the theater. Took some documents.
What documents?
A picture of a castle in Prague.
This castle.
Very good. Give the man a cigar.
Flap!
Sorry, sir.
Wait, what is that?
Do you like it? It's my new scarf. That Stobbart girl left it behind in Paris.
What is it?
You can go, Flap. Get out.
Thank you, sir.
Well, Bruno, it's your lucky day. Now I know who has the key. We do not need to put Petra to work on you.
You know? How?
The emblem on the scarf. It is the crest of the St. Stephen chapter of the Knights Templar.
I thought they had disappeared centuries ago.
Clearly not. And I know exactly where to find them. That fool Flap had the answer all along, wrapped round his thick neck.
Collard must be working for them.
So, now we must change our plans. I shall go to Paris to retrieve the key. You take Ostwald to the armillary to prepare. Give the order that all personnel are to prepare to move out.
It's time, isn't it?
Yes, my dear. It is time.
To Paris again? Now what? Do we go after them?
I didn't have the code to open the door, and I didn't want to risk raising the alarm. That wasn't such a good idea.
Yeah, we don't have the codes.
If we tried to get out of the castle that way, then we'd be caught for sure. There had to be another way out.
Really? What? Are you sure?
The grill looked through to some kind of office. It could give access if the grill itself wasn't in the way. The grill was screwed tight to the wall. I wasn't going to be able to pull it off with my hands.
Well, not with your hands, but maybe this...
Now, that wasn't quite right.
Oh, maybe use my silver coin to
The edge
try
of
and...
the coin was just the right size
Aha.
to fasten the screws. I couldn't get through the narrow gap.
George, when I first knew you, that would have been no problem.
Guess I must be carrying a little more muscle, huh?
Yeah, the fat kind.
Okay. Look, whatever I said about you in that wig, I apologize.
Apology accepted.
Phew.
Won't make you any thinner, though.
Well... Nico, could you get through here?
Nico?
Yes.
I don't like to ask, but
Would I climb through the grill and open the door from the inside?
amazing. You read my mind.
You're just so predictable, George. You owe me one.
That's okay. I'm not counting. Nico, look!
It's some kind of map of ley lines.
See the area in the middle?
Looks
It
like
matches the diagram
yeah.
in Vernon's video.
It seems to have its focus somewhere in Egypt.
So do you think that's where they've taken Bruno?
Oh, I think so. The armillary must be in Egypt.
Well, that should be easy enough to find.
Sure. I mean, how big can a country be? It was an electronic map of the world. Ley lines were represented in red. They all merged at one point over Egypt. It was a map of some small country in Europe. I couldn't make out where, though. Maybe it was Cesaro's homeland. Cesaro certainly looked after his suits of armor. I suppose even bad guys have hobbies. I would never be able to fit into that armor. In any case, what good would it do me if I could? It looked like a very old map. Somewhere in England, I think. It was a large shield with weapons mounted on the wall. The shield bore a crest I didn't recognize. I imagined myself taking them with me, but then I thought better of it.
Was the map the thing I needed to see? Do I need something else?
Books on Egypt and Egyptian culture.
Oh,
It would take months to trawl through this and decipher it all.
there might be a hint in here.
Susarro and Petra had left through some kind of passage behind that panel. There had to be a release somewhere.
Oh, they did? I thought they left through the door. I didn't realize.
Cesaro's desk was straight out of the Megalomaniac catalog. Aha! Look at this.
What is it?
Secret button hidden under the edge of the desk. Maybe it opens the door. The desk was too heavy to move. And besides, we needed to find a way to follow after Bruno. If the world ends when I press this, then I'm sorry for all the nasty things I've ever said about you.
George, just get on with it.
Okay, sorry.
Well done, George.
Let's go and rescue Bruno.
Out of interest, what nasty things?
Oh, you know, the usual.
The usual? Go on.
Oh, and suddenly George changed his clothes. If he didn't, maybe we could have gotten Bruno.
Andre, what are you doing here?
I thought I'd keep Beatrice company.
How did we leave past all the guards?
What did you see, Nosferatu?
George,
Andre, we need your help.
Of course.
what do you want him to do?
That symbol on the scarf?
Yes?
Cesaro recognized it instantly.
It's the coat of arms of the St. Stephen chapter of the Templars.
My God.
What?
I always thought it was just a story.
Look, Andre, tell us what you know.
Tell us, chérie.
The St. Stephen chapter was reputed to have escaped the Inquisition by hiding in secret chambers. Somewhere in Paris. No one knew where, though previously they had their base near the old church at Montfaucon.
Maybe I can find a clue in the old Templar meeting place.
What do you mean?
The Templars used to meet in secret in the catacombs there.
Of course.
There's more.
Go on.
It involves the founding of the chapter.
We don't have time for tales, Andre.
Listen, Nico, if there's one thing I've come to realize, it's that you can't have too much information. Carry on, Andre.
Thank you, George. When the Templars were in possession of the Temple Mount in Israel, they discovered a holy relic. A young knight, Stefan, was given the task of transporting it secretly to France. He traveled north through Galilee and then headed to the coast where he boarded a ship destined for the river Po. Making his way up the Po Valley, Stefan avoided known dangers to the west by heading north to the Rheingau. Pursued into France by the forces of a treasure-hunting prince, he was forced to make a stand in the mountains of Reims. Though able to dispose of his foes, he was fatally wounded. Bravely, he continued to his destination, the Bérentoire Preceptory, handed the relic to the master of the chapter, then died. The order changed its name to Saint-Stéphane, in honor of the brave knight, and relocated to Paris.
It's like a fairy tale.
Good grief.
I'm going to head for Montfaucon to look for clues. Nico?
You go without me, George. Andre and I will see if we can work out the exact location in Egypt.
Right. Well, I'll see you soon then.
Off you go, Georges.
I was back in Montfaucon Square after all these years. Beneath the cobbles lay a hidden world of ancient waterways and catacombs, some of it built by the Knights Templar as a meeting place and sanctuary. Once again, I was going to have to go down there to discover the truth.
I remember this place. Oh, the cafe is closed.
On the boarded-up door was a notice. Due to local seismic events and out of concern for the safety of our patrons, we will be closed for the foreseeable future. I didn't want the notice, and I didn't want to break into the cafe.
That's a shame. Okay, so the entrance to the catacombs in the first game, if I remember correctly, was through the sewers. You can't go into the church. Oh, is this the same guy that was digging a hole in the first game as well?
Ah, the Montfaucon manhole. Happy memories. I couldn't lift a big iron cover like that with my bare hands.
Yeah, we need a manhole opener. We had one in the first game. I wonder what happened to it. Oh, what's this? Oh, is this the same lady that thought Nico was the killer?
A little old lady was sitting by the urinal, or pissoir, as the French call them. I guessed she was some kind of concierge. Hi, how are you?
Alive, thank God.
I know the feeling. Nice view of Montfaucon Square you've got here.
What's the point of a view when life's not worth a sou?
Hey, you're not one of those crazy hip-happening street poets, are you?
Don't be ridiculous, monsieur. I look after a pissoir.
So what do you do?
I'm a brain surgeon. What do you think?
I think you look after this pissoir.
Zut alors! No flies on you, monsieur.
Long as I don't go in there.
And just what is that supposed to mean, huh?
Whoa, my mistake. I backed off. It's a well-known fact that toilet attendants account for the majority of homicides in France. Must be the bleach blocks. You take pride in your work?
This pissoir is the cleanest and most hygienic in all France.
That must take a lot of dedication.
Yes, sir. In this job, the harder you work, the more other people just pass water upon your efforts.
I know the feeling. It's all very well having urinals here if I want to... But if a guy wants to, you know...
You shall have to use facilities elsewhere, monsieur. As you can see, the toilets were damaged in the earth tremor.
Alright, good to know. Okay, so there's the guy digging the hole. And there's the guy in the truck.
The guy was sleeping like a baby. Hey, you! I'd seen dead people with more life in him than this guy.
Alright, there's only this guy to talk to and investigate this machine and maybe his tools over there. But that'll have to wait until next time. For now, thank you guys for watching, hope you enjoyed another episode of Broken Sword 3, and I will see you all next time.